artificial intelligence is creating. Who wants to hear?
Hey Crimson, hey Triton, hey Jordan. Yep, it's a Gavin stream. Get used to that. I'll I'll try to get ahead of them when I can, but uh og oh, the fucking Chuck E. Cheese thing. I gotta watch that again. It's something. Fuck do you mean? Who said? Oh, Mario Sunshine clears it. Uh, nah. At least Breath of the Wild controls well. And Mario Sunshine is just like a mid-tier Mario collectathon, on top of the fact that it controls like ass. So nah, no. And the fuck you mean? Who's to say? I haven't seen The Matrix, and I've heard a lot of praise of The Matrix, but none of that praise has been about the movie. You know, like Oh yeah, the update for cloning items. Yeah, I think I'll pass. um, yeah, I've heard a lot of praise of the movie, but like nothing about the movie. Everyone always references the blue pill versus the red pill, but I've never heard anyone be like, oh yeah, the reason this scene is good is because of X, Y, and Z. So, truly, who's to say? As with a lot of popular things, it could either be adequate to the hype, or the hype could be completely, Dragon Ball. Mario Sunshine controls like Mario Moonshine, but I love it. Yeah. Hey, meme. Alright, so, for reference, because I'm like 90% sure Mike's 50 billion years ahead of me in this game, meme. In terms of armor, this is how I'm doing. I got a lot of stuff. Spoilers, by the way, obviously. But I shouldn't have to explain this to literally anyone. But, yeah. Thunderhelm's in this game, so, rubber armor, fuck anyone who wants that shit. God forbid, anyone who spends their time on that. May God rest their soul. Armor itself is never really a problem, because if you're at full health, you can't die. Fun fact. This goes for Breath of the Wild too, which is the only reason I know that this is the case is because of Breath of the Wild. If you're at full hearts and you take damage that would one hit kill you, it actually won't do that. you cannot die in one hit in this game. So really, if you wanted to go through the whole game with only 3 hearts, you could, because healing is healing is it is. Yeah, this is what it looks like right about now. And I actually haven't done any of the story stuff. This is me about to do the lightning one right now, because I did everything else in the game first. I did the towers, I did a bunch of shrines, because if there's anything that I know about, or if there's anything that I regret about doing my playthrough for Breath of the Wild, is I regret doing the story stuff first, because man, it kind of breaks the game a little bit, and also a lot of it's shit, but you know. He said, she said, all that fun stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna talk to the lolly. I wonder if she's aged up at all, or if she's still a lolly. I actually have an unrusted weapon. I thought all the weapons rusted during the upheaval. I think she stole her.
Missed again. Can't hit my mark. Won't do anyone any good.
Did they change her voice? I mean, I guess if she's older, then, like, it hasn't been that long.
It's you.
Okay, they really
Changes things.
they really want you to know she's not a lolly anymore. Pan up from the midriff. They want you to be fully aware.
Show up in unusual times. Oh.
The only story one I've done so far is the Rito one, and it was pretty boring. So I hope this one's better. Something else that I regretted do for Breath of the Wild story is that like it removes things in the world that actually kind of made it interesting. Like in the Zora area you can't climb on things because it's constantly raining, which it's shitty because rain is shitty, but in terms of an area based hazard, it's pretty good. I can use your arrows to help me aim my lightning strikes. What?
Oh.
How does that work? I'm looking at where you're shooting, and then, you know. That camera was wild. Yep. It sure was. Yo, hey, Alfonso.
Okay.
Hello? Fucking wow, these motion controls are finicky. Am I missing something? If you want to hit all three of them in one shot, you should aim for the space between them, like where the rock is. I could also quickly keep each one individually. For them to... So am I not trying to hit the dummy itself, or am I just trying to hit the rock? Okay. Oddly specific, but sure. Don't really get how this one works, like in universe, but gameplay-wise, it's slightly less broken than Urbosa's Fury. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not, actually. If this one's just arrow-based... Well, no, because it has a chart... Well, no, because Urbosa's Fury has like a time limit after you use all three, so... you know, I guess we'll see. You're playing Tears of the Mid? Yep. Though technically, it is not mid, because I think it's like a 6, which is above mid, so...
Oh? Hmm.
Yes, the same thing happened with Dorito. Please don't copy-paste the story 4 times. I beg of you. See, like, I know that they want me to use her arrows and stuff. Where's the camera just now? 'Cause I saw that chest. I know that they want me to, like, use her arrows to strike the Gibdos. To, like, you know. Yeah, fuck the Gerudo, yeah, they want me to use her lightning strikes to, like, make the Gibdos vulnerable, because that's the thing that happens. Good for you. But, yeah, I've been fighting Gibdos just fine without that whole rigmarole. And, you know, waiting for it to charge and all that seems like not very fun. I doubt there's anything out here for me. I also went to, different ruins, but I'd have to look at the map to see that. Hey, you. Stall enemies are just as pointless as always. Well, that's in the box. Time to do the good old-fashioned. Wow, he waited a minute to explode. that's kind of hoping it would happen before that. Yeah, I will say the caves are one of the few things I think is like a straight improvement for this type of game. Because, like, they're not anything that special, but what's it? They have at least some sort of attempt to make the game more dynamic? Is that the word I want to use? There's just more to do, since what's it? Caves are claustrophobic. You can't really see much around you for the most part. There could be enemies on all sides, from anywhere, doing anything. Frog? There you are. And yeah, plus the bubble frogs, it makes it so that there's something to look for in each, cave area. My only criticism of them is that they're not, like, marked on the map at all. Like, you can see where there is a cave on the map. Well, right, like, yeah. It shows you where a cave entrance will be on the map, but in terms of, like, the caves themselves, there's not really much in terms of mapping them out. Which would be fine for, you know, short ones like this, where it's literally just basically a hallway and then a you know, thing. Yeah, thanks. But in terms of some of the larger ones, it can get really tedious to go, which way am I going again? Though some could argue that that's, like, a positive for the caves, because that's like going through a real cave. That's what going through a cave is actually like. Unless you yourself map it. Can I not blow us away? Alright. Hello? Attack the... Well, Link's auto-aim can be a little bit, you know. How does one get through here? Oh, actually, before I try that, I've played enough Zelda games to know. Nope, okay. Where's Flood, bro? I'm trying to get that hover nozzle, you know? This game does have more things to do with water than Breath of the Wild did, though that's not saying much. Yeah, okay, I'll just skip to the story now. I think this should be... Yeah, because the sliding device with the sled. I guess since I haven't made this known to anyone but my friend Aaron, I suppose I'll just, as I remember them, go through some of my, Breath of the Wild criticisms, like, sorry, not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. For one, I think the shrines are worse than Breath of the Wild, which, this is where I would make the wasn't a very high bar joke, but it wasn't a very high bar and they still didn't clear it. They actually got under it. So, I don't... yeah, whatever you say. I don't even know if I'm gonna bother, because I have a lightning rod. Actually, I don't even know if I have to do lightning. I'm pretty sure I can use ice, which has a way wider area. But he's still frozen, I'm an idiot. Technically, it might be better for me to use, Riju's thing here, since it takes, far less, material on my part, because every time I use the ice thing, it takes away from its durability. Which, you know, now that I'm looking at this, yeah, I guess that is the case. I was avoiding using the lightning thing because I was, you know, dreading the recharge time. But if that's what the recharge time is like every time, then, like, I don't know, he's got busted. Well, that's gross. But yeah, no, if this is what the recharge time is like every time, then yeah, no reason to hold back, I suppose. I have more than enough arrows, so. Anyway, back to the shrines. So, yeah, it wasn't
Well done
a
holding
high
the
bar to
line
clear,
until
and
we
they
were able to
somehow
get
still
you.
didn't clear it. Cause
Now that we know the Gibdos
the problem
is
with Breath of the
susceptible to
Wild
light,
shrines
this
is
gives
just that
us
they're
a
too easy.
major advantage.
Cause like, people will make the misguided criticism that's like, oh, I want dungeons back, and it's like shrines, theoretically,
Is that
are a
Zelda?
perfectly serviceable replacement for dungeons. Instead of a bunch of puzzles, it's some mini puzzles. However, that would be saying that mini puzzles. That would be like saying, oh, well, dungeons in Zelda are just a bunch of mini puzzles that are in one place, which isn't really true. A lot of dungeon puzzles like build off of each other, and you know that they can build off of each other because they were designed to be built off of each other. I'm glad that the world has been able to get over, at least somewhat, the obsession with open world games that happened a while ago,
Those tornadoes.
because
And if more Gibdos are hiding in the storm,
you know, people have, at least hopefully,
Uliara, we
realized
need
that
to get
the
back now.
value in a linear experience is that it can actually designed to be good,
We're going on
designed to be
ahead.
good, can be designed to be good. Yeah, whatever.
I'll meet you in town.
As opposed to open world experiences, which are designed to be non-linear, but you can't really design them to be anything but that. So you end up with a lot of experiences that are just kind of shit. Okay, so it's the wind thing. I think I'll just teleport back to the town. Yeah, okay. Back at like Gerudo Town or back at Gerudo Town? Because there's the above ground one and the below ground one. Not that it would take that much time to go between the two, but I put the travel medallion there for a reason. Anyway, but even not comparing them to normal Zelda shrines, the mini puzzles by themselves are whatever. Like, the idea works, it's just that most of them suck. But Tears of the Kingdom, it does the same thing, but worse in a lot of ways. Because for one, okay, I had to be outside of Gerudo Town. Open the door, get fucking.
Huh?
Look link. Keep the hives down. Let's just go around and get rid of the hives.
Oh.
And the voice is like, come. Oh my god, please don't tell me that they copy-paste the story 4 times. Oh, something else Breath of the Wild was slightly better at. Slightly is a very, very thin margin, but... But yeah, Tears of the Kingdom Shrines. So yeah, like, because the problem with the Wild Shrines is that they were too easy. And the problem with Tears of the Kingdom Shrines is that not only are they too easy, they're like brain... Wait, what'd you... preparations.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's just go out and hit the things with the things, right?
Oh.
Albino Gerudo, Albino Gerudo. Get to take more, but there's just my forces.
Oh.
Oh my god, wait. Am I supposed to do a tower defense mission?
Oh.
I know I'm not, because if I learned anything from Breath of the Wild is that I should not have hope ever. But like, am I supposed to do a tower defense mission?
Ah.
Able to barricade any of the gates, would that help you?
Oh.
The palace. The north gate is ahead, the west gate is left, and the east gate is right. Yeah, thanks. If you're gonna get the barricade, use iron barrels and wood to block the path. West gate? Fucking, I don't know. There are 3 entry points, so set up things. Please don't make me do this over and over again.
Oh.
Oh my god. Why can't I just set them all up at all the gates? Why do I have to do each one of them every time? But they go to the loading screen and says, okay, now the barrier is up. You good, Ma? Like, fuck it up.
Oh.
Okay, never mind, it's moving it.
Oh.
Why can you only set up the one barricade? I see two boxes right behind you can use. It's like they got shit in them. Ooh, that's a good shield, actually. Well, first and foremost. No. But yeah, shrines. So, because at least with Breath of the Wild shrines, for the most part, whenever they were too easy, it's just because they kind of suck. Do I even want to get rid of any of my weapons? Yes. I'll keep the hammer because they're useful, like utility-wise, but take you and how good is a Gerudo Spear? Like, what's the damage like on that? It's not higher than an 8. Interesting. You know, fuck the hammer. We can always get more. There are rocks all over the goddamn place. And then I'll just... I've killed a lot of black bokoblins, so I have a fair number of ECUs. Why'd I say black like that? Who's to say? Wow, they were not kidding when they said strong fusion. Yeah, so Breath of the Wild shrines, a lot of them were too easy, just in that, like, the intended solution was very often not very hard to figure out, and then even beyond that, there were the non-intended solutions, which there weren't usually all that many of, but, like, the intended solution was too easy, and if you come up with your own solution, that makes it even easier, so, you know, it defeats itself twice over. But in Tears of the Kingdom, considering they want you to use Ultra Hand for all these things, the self-made solution is very often way more easy to come by. Because with the Ultra Hand, you can do anything with anything. So, for the most part, it's gonna be like... How did you guys learn Fusion?
Oh.
So for the most part, it's literally just whatever pops into the player's head first is what they're gonna try, and very often, it's gonna be what works. And so at that point, you have to wonder, is it even really a puzzle? Is the first answer, with the first answer, and the one that came to the player almost instantly is the correct one? By definition, yeah, it's probably still a puzzle, but but in execution, you might want to try a little bit harder.
Ah.
Who does somewhere else? Hear your thoughts.
Oh.
I guess I put a barrier at the east gate, so I'll put a cannon at the west gate.
Ah. Oh. Oh.
Swords at the east gate, since they have a barrier to help them with their shorter range.
Oh. Ah.
And the spears, the north gate, since nothing's there.
Ah.
Like I said, I know I shouldn't get my hopes up. Like, if I'm about to do a tower defense mission, I'm a little bit hyped. Maybe it's not so Tears of the Mid after all. Oh. Which, look at that. But, like, things like that are an example of, like, maybe you want to try a little bit harder to hide these things. If I walk into the room and the very first thing I think of is, hey, that thing looks out of place, let me move it. Then, you know. With some of the better puzzles, it'll be multi-step. It isn't, I walk into a room, I see the thing to move, and I move it. It's, I walk into a room, I see a thing to move, and I'm like, okay, I can move this, but I need to figure out how to move it. And very often, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, it does not go very much deeper than, hey, here's a thing I can move, let me move it. I love Zack Snyder. I've never actually seen 300, so I have no idea if that's even kind of a good reference. But if I know anything about Zack Snyder, it's that he's a hack. Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah, let's go.
Monsters have appeared outside town. Shore up the defenses at the gate.
I swear she used to sound like that.
Enemies have emerged from the hive at the east gate. Stop them.
Listen. That one's not my fault. Come on, open up, and you wanna.
Enemies are pouring out of the hive near the north gate too. Take them out.
Ah, but I'm not at the
Enemies
north
have been
gate.
spotted inside town. Did they break through? the
Oh
gate?
my god. Fine.
Enemies from the hive near the west gate. Let's hit it with lightning.
So can I hit them at any time, or is the game just lying to me? Because this wouldn't be the first time.
Flying enemies from the hive at the east gate. They're heading straight for us.
You know, I think I'll just wait, actually.
Yes! That hive is out of action.
There we go. You stay there and deal with that until I get back. Is it flying at the east gate?
Flying enemies from the hive at the north gate too. Don't let them overrun us.
You guys got that. Okay, and I have to wait until they open. Like now.
All right, another hive down.
Are they just abusing that Gibdo? I feel bad for him.
Enemies are nearing the center of town. Eliminate every
Listen.
enemy. The last line of
He was
defense.
flying, it's not my fault. You guys got that. Oh, hey, arrows. No, I'll take the materials if they're there. Hello, conspicuously placed barrel. Come on, Riju, with a timely manner, please. It's already closed.
That's the last of the hives.
Nope, you didn't need to do it while they were open.
Clear out the
Alright, the game lied
rest
to
of
me. I hate this game so much. Whoa, he is moving. I did not know they could do that. Anytime, I think. Okay. Interesting. So that's now 2 times, from my memory, that the game has lied to me. The other time it was, I was, like, at a stable, and they were telling me about where our Lionel was, and they were like, oh yeah, it's, like, to the north of here, at this valley. And I looked at the map, and I was like, wait, but the valley's to the west. So, which direction am I supposed to listen to? Where the valley is, or where the direction is? The answer was, where the valley is. Which, fair assumption to make. But, like, why would the game tell me north if it very clearly wasn't north? Come down to the mural in the underground shelter. Like, let me show you exactly where it was, because it happened pretty recently. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Yeah, I'm at this stable, and they're like, oh yeah, go north here. It's like, oh yeah, that's north by exactly what, two points on the on the coordinate path. Sure, friend. And then the other time was just now, when the game was explicitly like, we can only attack these things when they open, which was not the case. So, you know.
Oh.
Like, that's what I'm talking about when I say objective game design, because a lot of people, somehow in the modern day, just don't know what that means. They're like, game design, games aren't objective, blah, 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 blah. It's like, yeah, they can, you're just retarded. Because what's it? Objectively bad game design is telling the player, hey, we can only attack these things when they're open, when it's just not true. Hold on, I was not listening. Created, they also behind. Stand back to back with the throne. Witness the red pillars across the vast sea. Unite the pillars in light. Reveal the lightning stone and open the way. It's probably just going to be those Gibdo hives from like out the back of Gerudo Town, I guess. Red pillars of light and all that. Yeah, sure, I can figure it out. You know, it's just like, it's something so simple. At least, you know, you think they're so simple. This guy's just talking about that thing, right? Unbearable heat. It's like barely a summer. Like, you can't even see the sun, kind of. Unbearable heat. that the whole thing with sandstorms is that it's like, oh yeah, they get you out of the heat because they block out the sun, but they're also sandstorms, so you're gonna die. But you know, I'm not a geologist, so maybe I'm just objectively incorrect. And for anyone who might have been wondering, no, combat has not been made any more difficult in this game. It's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is a marginal improvement over Breath of the Wild, since weapons are not as easy to come by. However, that's not like that means much. Alright, well fuck you too. I'll just blow it up, right? Thinking too hard about this one. I see. At least they had the foresight to not make Rivali's Gale as much as broken, but it's still kind of as broken as Rivali's Gale, so how much is that worth? Some might even argue that horizontal distance is even better than vertical distance. In some scenarios. I mean, I would, especially in terms of this game in particular, since getting height is no longer a problem with the new tower system. So horizontal is really the only problem, which is a bad thing. Let me just effect. And yes, armor is also still bad. Oh, fuck you. Since you just switch into the armor that's most useful to you at whatever given moment. Almost makes you wonder, why even have different armor? Hmm. Oh, this one's a puzzle. There definitely wasn't anything up there, right? I don't think these are big enough to be, hey, bullies away sand piles. Hmm. Just curious, what's this? Ah. That right there is also an oh, that's just the whole thing. I thought I was gonna have to do it again, but oh well. But yeah, that right there is another example of what I would call not great game design. Because, okay, I thought there was something there. Because it's like, oh yeah, you've already figured out the puzzle, which is, hey, that thing over there makes this thing go higher. So why, at that point, after I've already figured out what the puzzle is, are you still gonna make me sit there and do it for like 15 seconds straight? At that point, make it a button, because making an attorney, it's just the same thing but longer. It's not quite the center, is it? Oh wait, no, I do still have to do the third one, because it looks like it's not quite high enough. Oh, what am I doing? I'm a fool. There you are. Okay, fine. Oh, I'm here, I suppose. A lot of things in both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom feels like they are for the sake of. Hey, you know what? Oh, fuck off. Suck my dick and balls. Where's it that way? Completely lost my train of thought. But if I remember what I was saying, a lot of things happen in Tears of the Kingdom for the sake of being so. Cause like, for the Ultra Hand, don't tell me it's a goddamn blessing. Oh my god, this game sucks. This game's terrible. Anyone who disagrees is wrong and stupid, and I hate them. What was the puzzle there? I walked into the shrine, and then it gave me a light of blessing. Like, come on. I No one can ever claim that I hate just to hate. And I don't know which direction the thing was in. I can't see the light from here. Pick direction to move, I suppose. Alright, well, fuck you too. Listen, bitch. I don't think it was this way. See, this is why I wanted to place a travel medallion down. But no. We don't want you to break the game and make things too easy for yourself. You didn't have any problem with that before. You made the game. just fuck off in it. Okay, yeah, here it is. Wait a minute. Okay, oh my god. I was gonna say, please don't make me do the whole thing again. Then we would have had some issues. Not good, I didn't already have issues, but... Oh, come on, the rotation thing's literally right there. Oh yeah, and this is another problem with Tears of the Kingdom. A lot of the time, what's it? The solution to a puzzle is like, they've placed a lot of conspicuous, do I even need multiple of these? Don't I just need the one to turn it? It's like, they very conspicuously place these, hover pads and sticks. I wonder what I might need to do with them. You know? There's a platform. Right there. which no one can ever say that I'm not like the smartest guy in the world because I knew that this would be a problem before this game ever came out. As soon as that first trailer came out, where they were like, "Hey, here's what the Ultra Hand does," I knew this would be a problem. Actually, wait, can I just use this on the platform? I'm a fool. Don't know nothing. What's it? Yeah, I knew this would be a problem as soon as we got that first trailer about the Ultra Hand. I knew that there were just gonna be times where it's like, hey, here's this very conspicuously placed thing that you might need to use for a thing. I wonder what you have to use it for. Try doing a thing, perhaps. Hello? Is this attached to the platform? Is that not... Okay. The physics happened. Oh hey, where's that one? Interesting. Wait, I'm trying to point towards Gerudo Town now. Ba-boom. That's what I call a triangular force. Like, whenever I say that Tears of the Kingdom like isn't as good as people say it is or whatever, I'm talking about stuff like this, where it's like, was that puzzle really all that great? I submit, fuck no. And like, there are a lot of puzzles like that across the entirety of the game. And so whenever people call this game like a masterpiece, I wonder exactly what they're talking about. Which, you know, the same thing applies to Breath of the Wild, but in a slightly different capacity. I say different and not more or less because it's different, but I can't tell if it's a better or worse. Since in a lot of aspects, some things are better and some things are worse. So who's to say which is which? Unless I meticulously went over both games and compared them side by side, which even then things would be hard since they just have different things in them, despite being built off the same footwork.
Oh? Oh.
By the way, I like how they point out that, oh, Link, you solved the puzzle, only to then solve the end of the puzzle for you, by Riju just saying, maybe I need to use my lightning strike here, as she very inconspicuously charges it up. The Lightning Temple. You see, we're calling them temples now. Do you like Zelda? A player playing this game? Are you a Zelda fan? Look, we also brought back Gibdos and likes. Yeah, thanks. We also brought back Gibdos and likes and some other shit. and some other third thing. I will say I am conflicted about the designs of the temples compared to as compared to the divine beasts, because with the a little faster, please. Okay. Because with the divine beasts, they were cool because they were like fixtures of the world. You know, you see them walking around, doing their thing. Plus, as everyone who watches Power Rangers know, big animals are in fact cool. Big mecha animals are in fact cool. Oh. That's cool. I like that much more than the Rito boss. So, is this one not gonna have any puzzles?
It must be responsible for all this. Come on, let's take it down together. This has to be their leader.
Oh no, it's a piss laser. Oh, fuck off.
Right. Does that mean it's like the other gifters?
Yes, Riju. you figured it out. Congratulations. Good for
Our
you.
attack should be effective now.
Fuck off.
Nothing but sand wherever we look. Where did it go?
It's right here, stupid bitch.
That was a big one. Are you okay?
Come on.
Get ready.
Fuck off.
Are you okay?
Yeah, thanks. Okay, that's what we're doing. I guess I was about to say, is there like not actually gonna do a temple? Let's look for a way in. I wonder. Oh yeah, so back to the designs. The thing with the Divine Beasts that was cool about them is that, you know, the big mecha animals are in fact cool. But the problem with them is that outside of that, they don't really do anything, because once you beat them, they stand still and aim a laser until you beat the game. Do I have to? Just give me a fan, it'll be faster. So yeah, with Divine Beasts, after you beat them, they just kind of stand still and do nothing. And even within the context of the story, that they're a plate full of Arby's, since the narrative will constantly tell you, by the way, these Riju. fuck off. Within the narrative, they'll constantly tell you, "Oh yeah, the divine beasts are causing all sorts of problems for us." But then you play the game, and it's like, aside from the elephant, no, they aren't. Because with Death Mountain, it's like, oh yeah, every now and then the salamander will call down meteors on you, and it's like, yeah, it's annoying, but it's not really that big of an issue. Yeah, compared to everything else that will kill you on Death Mountain. Hence the name, I suppose. Do I have no space? I do not. I won't eat it again. It'll be fine. Actually, wait, what am I even using a torch for? Duh, it's like the depths, idiot. It's probably nothing useful. I hate you. Right, designs, God. Try not to get sidetrack challenge if possible. So yeah, designs, they move around a lot, then they stop, so they're kind of lame, and also within the narrative they're kind of lame. But Fire one's like kind of useful, but Ice and Lightning are just better for combat. Fuck the torch. I know it wasn't really in my way, but still. But then with the temples, it's kind of the opposite problem, where... Whoa! That was fun. I think all my weapons are metal, actually. Wait, no, this one isn't. Suck my dick and balls. Fuck, I can probably just ascend back up there. Let's explore down here first. Oh, hey you. Oh, so just fell, duh. I should probably just use a reverse on that. Actually, no, I kinda want that over the claymore. So yeah, so the temples kind of have the opposite problem, where they don't change much, they're not really dynamic, but what they present is actually pretty cool. Are you kidding? Alright. Fucking sure, game. Yeah, they're not dynamic at all, but what they present is actually pretty cool, because they're all themed appropriately to their location. And even outside of that, they're all just like individually
These flames make it impossible to go further.
cool designs. It's like, oh yeah, the Rito one is a big fucking airship. And not like a Skies of Arcadia airship, no, like an actual airship. It is a ship in the air. Now, Riju, when you say impossible to cross, what do you mean by impossible? Do you mean like impossible in the literal definition, or it is not a thing that is possible? Or do you mean in the
Hey,
colloquial
the flames
sense?
have gone out. Now we can move ahead.
Has this been a hallway so far? Yeah. Hey, you.
What? Fireballs now? Looks like we're stuck again.
No, we're not, since this game teaches you to do one thing with balls, that's send them backwards.
The fireball stopped. I'm on my way.
Like, oh, you see what I mean? What they present in terms of, you know, in lieu of not being dynamic, what they present is actually pretty cool. Because, yeah, I'm just gonna use this actually. What am I doing in my life? Because, what's it? Yeah, it's a big fucking airship you have to climb your way up to. The climb itself isn't all that fun, but airships are cool. A big fucking pyramid that has a bunch of Indiana Jones, Looney Tunes ass, like, traps for you to, you know, go through. Bullshit. You know, and in relative darkness, too. Riju, where are you? Oh, Riju. Riju. Let me just... Thanks, Tulin. Yeah, like, this premise is cool. You know, yeah, but we can't exactly just judge things based solely on the premise, you know. Because we were going, you know, the premise is cool, and Breath of the Wild would be the 10 out of 10 that everyone thinks it is. Unfortunately, premise ain't everything. Do I have you in the companion yet? I do not. No flurry rush? No, I've never seen Indiana Jones. Oh, boo you. Okay, well, fuck you. That's good enough. Just... Oh, fuck off. That's another problem that Tears of the Kingdom repeats from Breath of the Wild. Is that a lot of the time, if you go out of your way to try and find some kind of treasure, a lot of the time, it'll be like, yahaha, or a weapon that you can't carry because your inventory's full. Or an opal. Because everyone needs an opal in their lives. Who on God's green earth? Why are there 2 mirrors in there? Makes me think there's another, like, light spot to hit. That looks like it's gonna be a construct, which I'm fine with, but... why not? I guess the horn's useful if I want to make a better weapon later. In fact... yeah, it's something I just killed, but still. The dungeon starts now? Question mark? So far, I'm liking the Gerudo section more than the Rito section. Though it's not by a huge amount. Link, Riju, go and find the 5 terminals and turn them on so that the elevator may have enough height to reach you to the top of the floor. You may fight the Queen Gibdo afterwards. I know. Come on. Just let me go already.
Daughter of the Gerudo. This platform connects to the very top of this temple. Use your power to charge the 4 barrels, and it will
Sorry,
function
not
once
5.
more.
4.
Heed my words.
If there's anything more annoying than an open world game that sucks, it's an open world game that sucks and also refuses to be exclusively open world. You can't adopt the open world philosophy for some things and not others. That just makes you a cunt. Yeah, I saw. You didn't need to pause the game to show me the whole thing. Leave that area to me. You people seem to have no problem following me other times. For me, the lighting is a little bit dark, so I can't tell if that's bombable or not, but might as well try. I see the problem now. No wait, the master already broke, right? For all you real ones that read my Breath of the Wild breakdown in the 2200 server, you know that I think combat in Breath of the Wild kind of sucks, and this game is the exact same. I'll just use all the fans from my inventory. You know, why not? I got 32 of the motherfuckers, and I ain't doing anything else with them. The only thing fans would be good for is doohickeys, but building doohickeys is not only time-consuming, it's very often just kind of useless. So why would I even bother? Seems like starting from the top down is not the correct option. Alright. Man, you guys suck. Really? Already? Damn. Oh wait, shit, I've never fought 4 before. Shit. Should take a picture of him. Oh well. Enemies are probably the thing you need to worry about the least when it comes to filling out the compendium, since, you know, aside from lower level enemies, new enemies will always be available to you, so there's no reason to worry about them. It gave me a mirror, but there is no light. How does lighting strike indoors?
So this is one of the batteries. All right.
I thought this one would provide me light, it did not. So what's one floor up? It's that one. See, I need light for that. Oh, wait a minute. No, never mind. Usually whenever I see a room in this game that's, like, locked off on all sides, I think, oh, I have to ascend into it, since, like, 9 times out of 10 it is just the answer. But no, this one's a pretty good head-scratcher. So far, this temple is harder than the Rito one. So props to them for making semi-difficult content for once. There's definitely nothing for me to do in here. 90% sure of that. Hey, you. And on this floor, it's just... No, wait, it's a different floor. So maybe not on this floor quite yet either. This one also requires light. It's on the other side, which is locked. Locked by what, though? Light. Does this even go anywhere? Let's see. Nope. Okay, it seems like all of these revolve around light somehow. Which means there's absolutely no way I'm doing this without wherever the light is. But, where is it? Ah. Don't know how I missed that before. I mean, the area is kind of slim, but... Slimness shouldn't be a problem for one such as I. Huh. Can't tilt it. Okay, so I have to set it up beforehand and then switch it up. So that one will bounce. Actually, will it bounce? It's not even facing it. Nope, okay. Physics be damned. Oh, wait, duh. Boom. Just in case. Oh, is that way? Oh, it goes in two directions? That's interesting. Aha. Boom. Now we're progressing. Where? I'm a fool. Oh, hello. Is this where I'm supposed to be going? It feels like that's not the case. I doubt you can get stuck in that room. That would be truly terrible. But I don't want to risk it just yet. Yeah, this is how you get into the rooms. How would you get out, aside from just teleportation?
Are you alright?
No, Riju. Oh, never mind. It's just a completely different room.
Here we go!
So, like, this, and again, this applies to Breath of the Wild.
Let's hurry.
Or this is another example of, like, Tears of the Kingdom very marginally improving on Breath of the Wild. So, in Breath of the Wild, you know, the problem with the Divine Beasts is that, for the most part, they're just kind of, like, really mid puzzles that sort of all have a central theme. Where with the Tears of the Kingdom puzzles, they don't have a central theme, which is actually better because it means that the solutions are a little more abstract. But it's also kind of a bad thing. Or not that itself, but the puzzles themselves are also like not that great. No wait, this is where was it? Been like over here, I think. I don't remember exactly where I was. Yeah, there we go. Is this the boss room? Huh. Okay then. So like, I understand that from a narrative standpoint, obviously you can't do the boss yet because Riju isn't there, so you wouldn't be able to fight the Queen Gibdo. But I found my way into that room fair and square. Let me beat the dungeon faster, please. Yeah, so with the Tears of the Kingdom puzzles, they're better for not, you know, having a central theme because it means they're a little bit harder, but they still have the same problem of being really disconnected. So, like, because to some people, they think, oh, people don't like Breath of the Wild puzzles because they're not like normal Zelda puzzles, when they should be happy that it's, you know, deviating from the formula. And it's like, they have a formula because it's a good formula. Suppose that also works. Oh, come on. I hate you. You don't want to fight the Gibdos? Freeze. How you doing? Oh, fuck off. Right, so the reason that old Zelda dungeons are good is not because, oh, that's the way it was, so that's how it should be. No. The reason I want it to be like that again is because the reason that they were like that. Having a bunch of puzzles that build off of each other means that each of the puzzles can be as difficult as they need to be. So, like, for as much as a meme as the Water Temple is in Ocarina of Time, the idea is there. It's solid. Because the idea is, what's it? You're circling around a dungeon as the water level changes, and so with the water level changing, you have to, you know, think about the water in different ways. You know, execution, they fucked up hard, but you know, the idea is there is the point. Oh, right. And so... Oh yeah, I forgot, I know ninjutsu. This might be the coolest thing that Link can do in the entire game. Like most things from Breath of the Wild and, you know, subsequently Tears of the Kingdom, it's not very practical, but it's cool. I got sidetracked by Link Ninjutsu. I lost my train of thought. This one's also light. Where exactly do I put that light? They give me a bunch of hot air balloons, which makes me think I'm supposed to do something with them. But what exactly? Oh, I get it. Are those pots like supposed to do anything? The pots don't have fire in them, right? Fuck off. Let me break it. Doing this one manual then. Not enough fire? I see. Really? Okay. I suppose I could just do this classic style and use the hover platforms. I don't get how the Ultra Hand works sometimes. Because it's not range. It's like, you can't tell me that this is farther than this. Is that too heavy? I could just take out a flame emitter, of course. I mean, I just need to reach these things, which is like why can't I reach them? What? Okay, game. How exactly do I want to do this? Oh, fuck off. Dude. Look at that. Didn't even see it. And see, like, that's an example of or I guess another example since we did one earlier, of a puzzle that's, like, long and involved, but it's not difficult. It's not hard to figure out. And at that point, it makes me question, well, is it a puzzle then?
Okay, only one more back.
Because, you know, I'd be fine with the argument that, like, I'd be fine with the argument that's like, oh, well, you know, the gameplay was the long and involved part. So, like, but the argument was never, Tears of the Kingdom has no gameplay, but Tears of the Kingdom has no puzzles. Because if it was easy to figure out, again, by definition, sure, it was a puzzle, but we're not exactly going by the definitions here for, oh yeah, that's what gives us a pass. The problem is the execution. Is that always open? I don't like that every time there's a fucking spitting thing in this game, the answer is always, use stasis on it, asshole. here's the question. What do I need to unlock that for? Oh. Let there be light. Why would you even make that have 2 different light gates? Just make it the one. I didn't change anything about the puzzle to unlock both of them, so why is it 2?
This thing is going to be a problem.
You say that, but I think you do not know what it means. Good enough.
Hey, the trap is disabled. We can get past now.
Hey, look at me. Come look at me. Yeah, this way, this way. That works too. Alright. Thanks, guys. Teamwork makes the dream work. Oh. Whoa! I did not realize that was there. Let's see. Oh yeah, something else I talked about with Aaron is the idea of utility. So I don't like a lot of I don't like Tears of the Kingdom's runes as much, since for the most part. Okay, so yeah, I gotta get down there first. Because for the most part, they don't have a lot of utility. You use them a lot. That's not quite the same thing. Having a single utility that you make use of often does not mean that you have a lot of utility. It means you have one utility that's asked of you that you are asked to repeat multiple times. And if you're going to give the player universal tools to work with, those tools should have a lot of utility, because they're universal. They're going to be used for the entire game and for a lot of time. Huh. For the few times I will ever praise Breath of the Wild, this is one of the things that it got correct. Bombs, Magnesis to a certain extent, and Stasis all have a lot of utility. Cryonis, not so much, but it does its best. Whereas with this game, Ultra Hand has a lot of utility, obviously. But Ascend?
Right? We've charged all of that should wake up the mechanism.
Ascend? Not really. If there's a if there's a reason for you to want to go up, then go up. It's not really much deeper than that. Yeah, there's nothing else for me in here. What am I doing? The reverse function, it's got more utility than Ascend, but I also wouldn't compare it to like anything from Breath of the Wild except for maybe Stasis, and not just because they like have similar powers. I mean like in terms of like how much utility they have. I wouldn't compare it to anything except for maybe Stasis, but even then I think I would give the edge to Stasis. Simply because of the momentum physics. Because of Stasis, you can use it to keep things in place and to move things because of the momentum. Whereas with Reverse, it's really only to move things, and also only a set path. And also, I'm talking about like in terms of intended utility, which I know is like a hard thing to get into since it's not like the Breath of the Wild devs came out and said, "Hey, this is what we want to use these things for." But like making a giant dick with Ultra Hand and then spinning it around a couple of times and then using reverse on it so that, you know, the spin creates damage on Hinox. That's what I would not call an intended use of the thing.
Here we go. Let's go. We'll finish it off here and now.
All right. Back here,
Got it
woman.
cornered here.
No, like, no ninjutsu, not right now. Bad time, bad time.
Watch for the tornado.
I tried to.
Show me what you can do.
I'll pull out the Master Sword when, like, it goes hard again. Giggity. Honestly,
Don't let them surround you.
I might not even bother trying to kill them. Oh wait, they're actually moving kind of fast. Fine then. Huh? Alright, hold on. Give me a second. So, is it when it opens?
They just keep coming.
I don't understand.
That light. Maybe we can use it.
Wait, I thought that was only for redeads. I've played enough Wind Waker to know how this shit works. Or Gibdos and redeads the same thing.
Here we go.
I didn't think they were, but this is challenging my knowledge a little bit. I thought I was like a huge Zelda guy before, but like, what's it? There was a point in time where I was really interested in Zelda lore, so like I should know this. So no, it does have specific times, I guess. It's just a little bit vague, I guess. Because they say, oh, only attack when it's open. But when it's open defines a very large span of time. So whatever works, I guess. I have to kill all the good bills first. I mean, fuck off. Ooh. Oh, fuck off. God damn it!
Are you okay?
Stop fucking moving.
You're on the ground. Let's do this, Link.
Ran out of good weapons.
It's working.
Doesn't need to be anything fancy. Sure, why not? Oh fuck! Oh hey DD. Yeah, I guess there's a better game. Though, that ain't saying much. Though, like I said earlier, I do think that Tears of the Kingdom skews towards good, whereas Breath of the Wild skews towards bad. They're both pretty middling, but neither of them are 5s. I think Breath of the Wild is a 4. I think Tears of the Kingdom is a 6. So while the improvement isn't all that much higher, I do think that Tears of the Kingdom is, by my definition, you know, but by my literal definition of the numbers, Tears of the Kingdom is a good game. How many hearts can you have in this game? I guess there are way more shrines, so you can still only have 3 stamina wheels. I have to talk to Riju specifically. Hey, so what's that thing all about? Hmm? Alright, now if this one's anything like the Rito one, a really boring cutscene's about to play. So for you guys, you still get to watch the whole everything. I'm gonna tab out and do some other things real quick.
Riju, beloved daughter of the Gerudo.
In the
People
face.
What is this?
What is this trash?
Everyone has been talking all this time.
This is me watching Super Best Friends play, by the way.
Yes,
I did not know they played XCOM. I'm gonna have to watch more of this, actually.
was a Gerudo warrior
Shoot
who
this
served
fucking
the first
alien
king of
right in the
Hyrule
face.
and
Oh
the
my-
sages who called them Just as you can.
Okay,
I've seen you brandish the power you have.
People
face.
What is
I would expect
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
nothing less from my
give this one a
son.
full watch later.
You are
But
the
yeah, I didn't
pride
know they
of
played
the
XCOM.
The Demon King is responsible for sending the monster that caused the Sand Shroud.
Because if there's anything you need to know about me, is that if I'm not playing XCOM 2 for 450 hours, I'm watching XCOM 2 for 450 hours.
Demon King.
Like, I don't know if Triton's here right now, but I hope he isn't, because then he would be fully within his right to call me out for whenever I talk about how he only talks about
Let me
Smash.
tell you of events in our distant past.
Not that I even say it that often,
The
but I'm pretty sure I've said it at
events
least
that
once,
shaped our
so...
people's destiny during the imprisoning war. Long, long ago, when the kingdom of Hyrule was still young. A great evil, the Demon King, emerged. He attacked the innocent and sought the destruction of Hyrule.
Yeah, I know. The bird already told me this.
Our chief before he changed. His obsession with power transformed him into a monster.
You might as well have played the exact same
The
scene.
first king of Hyrule, and 6 warriors rose to oppose him. I'm proud to have been one of them. We faced the Demon King, but only after Rauru gave us the secret stones.
What's Afro Bowl doing right now?
That amplified the abilities of those who carried them. I, the Sage of Lightning, fought by my fellow sages in battle with my own secret stone. But we were no match for his overwhelming power. He endured our strongest attacks, even the lightning strikes I called down.
Yeah,
King
I'm sure
Rauru
these are things that
we
happened.
lost the battle against the Demon King. He made the ultimate sacrifice to imprison the Demon King, to seal him away.
I could play MGS4 on stream,
That was the imprisoning
but like,
war.
to whose benefit, you know? It would only skew my perception of the game, it'd only skew everyone else's perception of the game. I don't need to do all that.
Sometime later,
I am playing Metal Gear for
another
me.
of the 6 sages, the Sage of Time, came to visit me, and she set the Gerudo on our destiny.
Not that I'm not playing Tears of the Kingdom for me, but special case since I don't like this game.
The magic restraining the Demon King will eventually be undone. When that time comes, you must help Link. He is a noble swordsman who will fight that monster. So please, he will need your assistance.
So, meme. I don't know exactly what Mike's done on camera because I know he's been playing, off camera, obviously.
The path
Did
of
Mike do
was
the Rito
filled with
one
battles.
on screen, or any of the other ones on screen for that matter? And
Nothing more than
how much
taking
crossover
over
is there
King.
between all these
We are
cutscenes?
responsible for his very
Because, like-
existence in this world, and for that we must make amends.
From
I
from
swear to you,
from
when
the bits and
King
pieces that I've been
returns,
listening to
the
when I look
Gerudo Sage of
over,
Lightning will awaken once more.
this seems like the exact same thing as the Rito one, except instead of, yeah, we were birds and we fought the Demon King with the other guys, it's, we were Gerudos and we fought the Demon King with the other guys. You did all of them? Okay. So, I'm asking you,
And
how much
now I
crossover
have
is
told
there?
you all I
Because
can
I've only done the
of
lightning
this
and the wind
and
ones,
of our
and it seems like
destiny.
they're all the same. Yeah, so that's
You
what I
have
figured.
saved the Gerudo Town, but the Demon King still remains a threat.
Which, hey, you know what? Again, I don't want anyone to ever say that I hate things just to hate things, because I'll give another praise to Breath of the Wild. They had some differences between all the divine beasts when you beat them. Because I remember when you defeat the fire divine beast, Yunobo, that's his name.
So it's
the
my
Goron
destiny
kid.
to fight
He sees
by
his dad
your
off in the distance. He fucking waves towards him. You know, it's his dad. But of course he would.
My destiny as a sage, my duties as
It's just a
and fighting
cute little
side by
thing, you know?
side with you?
because considering that Breath of the Wild is pretty devoid of characters for the most part.
So-called Demon King. I guess
Um,
it's time to claim my destiny.
Yeah, despite the fact that that game's pretty devoid of like any story or characters, it's like a light in the shining tunnel, or a shining light in the tunnel, you know. Whereas with this game, since all the temple people are like 10,000 years old and have no connection to our current day sages, it's literally the sages going, "Yo, we were input race here.
Sage of Light.
We fought the Demon King with some other guys, and now it's your turn to do the same thing." And they go, "Sweet, I'm a sage," and they show you their fucking shadow clone. They're all the same, except for Sidon, who does not say the same things to the other partners. Oh, does he not? Interesting. A common Sidon W.
The Sage of Light.
when they bring up the stone, he says, "That's stone in your hand, then." Which makes it the better one.
As proof of my
Yeah.
vow.
Yeah, this is one problem. Another I have is lack of Ganon. Yep, this game was advertised as, "Look guys, it's Ganondorf." When, no. No guys, it's not Ganon. Well, I mean it is, but not what you were wanting. And I know, it's hypocritical and petty of me, but I laughed when Zelda got put in the past or whatever, because I was I was laughing at all the playable Zelda cucks who want desperately for Zelda to be playable, or just like have more importance in the story, and she didn't,
Use
and I laugh at those people because it'll never happen. They'll never get what they want. It's never gonna happen because Aonuma confirmed hates women.
It seems I can finally repay you. Okay. Should we head back to
Unless they're Gerudos, in which case he makes them all hot and moves on. But with Ganondorf, I was kind of hoping there'd be more of him. You know, he has a voice we only hear at one time so far. No, he's in like the flashbacks, because like okay, so Mummy Ganon speaks at the beginning of the game, and then he talks in some of the flashbacks. But even then, I wouldn't call that anything, because it's in like what, 2-3 flashbacks, and for the most part, the flashbacks are like kind of shit. So I'll go through them after this clears, if this cutscene clears. I think they're better than Breath of the Wild's flashbacks, but I think that Breath of the Wild has higher highs. Because Breath of the Wild's flashbacks has things like the Zelda frog scene, where like, yeah, it's filler, but it's characterization for both Link and Zelda, and the dynamic between the two of them, as opposed to other ones in this game, where it's just exposition. He hears what happened 10,000 years ago when Zelda went back to the past. I still think you should voice the Blood Moon stuff. Yeah, that would be cool. Wouldn't stop me from skipping it, but... Which, that's something else that baffles me about this game, is that there's no way that 60 years after Breath of the Wild came out, they didn't make the Blood Moon animation any less obnoxious.
Oh.
Yeah. And they're like, Zelda, in the past? I don't know, it seems kinda weird. Anyway. Sage of Lightning. It does actually kinda look like the lightning kanji. Thank you. If you flipped it upside down, maybe. By the way, want the Hylian shield? I would say yes, if this game wasn't bad. Because, what's it? I'm sure there's gonna be, I'm sure there's some way to get the Hylian shield back if you break it. But the whole point is that you're gonna be going around breaking your weapons and then picking up new ones. So why would I want a weapon that's like, oh yeah, or just not even just a weapon, anything. Why would I want anything that's like, oh yeah, here's this really cool thing, but you're gonna break it eventually, and if you do break it, you're gonna have to go on a fucking conquest to go get it back. It's like, at that point, I just use a different shield then. Especially since shields themselves in this game are pretty useless. Because, like, bows, you go through bows, like, fucking all the time, assuming you're using arrows as you should be. Isn't that one of the things? Alright. Yeah, bows you go through all the time, assuming you're using them as you should be. Weapons, of course you go through all the time. They're the weapons. But shields, for one, you can't even use shields for 2 out of the 3 weapon types. So, you know, that's a pretty bad knock against them. But then on top of that, even when you're using a sword and shield, you're not going to be using the shield itself, because half the time you're going for flurry rushes. I say half the time. You're going for flurry rushes all the time, if you're playing the game correctly. So, shields don't even get to see that much use. So what the fuck would I want a shield for? This isn't me... I know that sounded kind of abrasive, but that wasn't me being mad at you for asking about the shield. It's me being mad at Breath of the Wild. Sorry, Tears of the Kingdom. What's the difference? But, you know. I suppose I might as well get that shrine I saw in the desert. Not that one, that's the one I got already. Wait, what? Oh, that's the Oasis. I didn't even realize that was a... Okay, never mind, it's a different thing. Which, I mean, I'll go get that one too, but, yeah, eventually. Let's talk about this one, the green one. I've been waiting for Mike to finally ask me where it is, because, he's hoping to come across it by a side mission or something. No offense to Mike, but is he a fucking idiot? For one... Oh, what the hell? Oh, it's the fucking thing that tells you, hey, by the way, you have a fucking partner. I thought there was gonna be like a super special, ego thing going on. So too hot. What's it? Yeah. So, for one, has Mike played Breath of the Wild? Has Mike played Tears of the Kingdom? Rhetorical question, but I feel like it begs asking, because anyone who's played Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom knows that you don't get anything from side quests. Like, absolute best case scenario, you'll get a yeah, there we go. Absolute best case scenario, you'll get a like a material that you needed for cooking or an upgrade or some fucking bullshit. Because, you know, 9 out of 10 times you're gonna get rupees, or a mushroom, or some other stupid useless bullshit you don't need. So, I don't know what the hell Mike's thinking with, oh yeah, I was hoping to get it from a side quest. Fucking... What side quest have you been playing? Not in my Breath of the Wild, no sir. Hey, you. I'd like to not swing at you while this, explodey box is right next to you. So let me just, real quick. Yeah. Man, these things take a minute to blow up, huh? Oh, it means electricity, dumbass. You just burn your own guy? And bye. That's not the direction you're supposed to go. Fucking hell. Not that it mattered. Like, if this is how easy combat is with just 2 guys, imagine what the combat's gonna be like with 3. Like, God forbid, 4. I'll just get used to that. Oh, yeah. I am aware. Hey, you dropped all those bananas for me. Tulin, you fucking asshole. I hate that it's the same button for everything. I don't even need to kill these guys. I realize that. Yeah, why am I even bothering, actually? He says that's how he found it the last time? What? A Hylian shield. That... You know what? Maybe it's... Let me give Mike the absolute benefit of the doubt and assume that he isn't misremembering this, and assume that it's like a shrine quest, where you can find the shrine without having found the quest, and I found it without the quest, whereas he found the Hylian shield with the quest. Absolute highest benefit of the doubt that I'll give him. Because otherwise he's misremembering, and fucking, how do you misremember something like that? I don't know if you've been playing Tears of the Kingdom. 65 hours. Not... I don't know if he means from the side quest itself, but I don't know. Yeah, who fucking knows what Mike's talking about. Most likely he's misremembering, but considering the fact that that's not how you get the Hylian shield, or that's not how I got the Hylian shield, benefit of the doubt, he's misremembering, or benefit of the doubt he got it a different way than I did, or found the stall knocks in a different way than I did. This not even called lore. Good enough. Yeah, whatever works. I think I have to eat that one. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Earn. It's a fucking loser. This presented far less difficulty than I was expecting. Who's last? You. Once again, a very marginal improvement from Breath of the Wild. I like the Proving Grounds far, far more than I do the Test of Strength. Because the Test of Strength were stupid and bad. And if you like them, you're stupid and I hate you. But with the Proving Grounds, it's like every shrine is its own mini little, not Eventide, Master Sword trial. And that was the best DLC. But even then, the Proving Grounds still aren't, like, all that hard. Mechanically, they're interesting. But, you know, in terms of, like, challenge, you know, they could have tried a little bit harder, I feel. But, you know, I'll take the marginal improvement. Since, like, at the end of the day, mechanical depth is more important than difficulty, at least I feel. Because because it's not like a game needs to be difficult to be bad. It should be good. You know, see Kirby, or like slice of life, not slice of life games. What are they called? City builders. Sure, those two. It's just that if this game wants to have combat, I would appreciate that the combat have a point, and very often it does not. You can be as mechanically interesting as you want to be, but if there's no point to doing it, then that doesn't really matter. Which, to be fair, is a pretty like interesting philosophical question about video games. When do things go from being, yeah, like necessary to be fun for just like the sake of it, or and when do things need to be fun for like the extrinsic part? Do you need to get something out of that fun aside from just the fun itself? Which, you know, it's an interesting argument to have, because like the purpose of a video game is to be fun. But is that a video game's only purpose? And if so, or if not, then how much of one or the other? It's a Silver Bokoblin. I could, but why spend the time, you know? I know that the climbing gear doesn't affect how fast you, like, shoot up, but it's just always a just in case, you know? I'll talk to them after I do this. To do all the depths? What do you mean by all? Because if your question is, have I done all the light routes? Fuck no. Why on God's green earth? And if you're asking have I done everything important that there is to do in the depths, almost? Question mark? I legit don't really know. Cause, like... Drifting Flame. It looks like a hook. Am I supposed to hang something off of that, or am I supposed to use fire? Okay, no, it's a wick. Can you throw a lit torch? Okay, maybe that's what they wanted me to do. Yeah, thanks, Link. The light roost was my question. That's what I figured. But, see previous answer. Why on God's green earth? Why would I ever want to do all the light routes? The vast majority of the depths is made up of empty space with nothing in it. So why would I want to do all the light routes? What do I gain from doing that? Because that even circumvents the philosophical question, because there's no intrinsic value to searching the depths. And then when it comes to extrinsic value, there's things that will let you circumvent having to find these things. So yeah, what am I doing? No, wait, these are different. So what exactly happens when the button gets held down? Because I don't even know what I'm looking at. There's something down there. I have to figure out how to hold the button down. this, not work on it. Not heavy enough. I would expect these to drop something, because that's what they usually do. But, no dice. I could just cheat and put a bunch of weapons down on the button until it goes. Yeah, no, can't bring that. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. What's for the chest? Oh, I see. I see, said the blind man. You're supposed to stay on the button and then just shoot him from here. But, no. I'm gonna tell you, I ain't keeping that torch in my inventory, so might as well get used for something. Because it's satisfying to fill out the map. Ah, but is it? Is it that thing you just said? Because I wouldn't define that as a satisfying, I define that as a completionist. And being a completionist for the sake of being a completionist does not sound very fun to me. I don't like watching number go up. I want the number to go up if it benefits me. Because otherwise, I would just grab a calculator and then press +1 over and over again until I'm happy. and until I'm fulfilled. Which is why I always don't like people who try to dismiss like the objective view of things, because if everything was so subjective, well, first of all, then why would we call Sonic 06 bad? But second of all, then what is the meaningful difference between a video game and a calculator? Because let's say when I was like 10 years old, I loved grabbing those like T81 calculators or whatever brand it was, and just spamming the plus button, because they had their own special button that just made a counter go up. I don't even know what it was for, because once you pressed like any add or multiply button, the counter would go away. So I don't even know what they were for. But they had a button that would just make a counter go up. And I thought that was the most entertaining shit of my life when I was like 10 years old. But now that I am not retarded, you know, I find a little more value in things that are not a calculator with a number going up. And so, not to denigrate people who enjoy filling out things or whatever, but what's the meaningful difference between filling out a map and pressing the up button on the calculator over and over again, you know? Because like I said, exploring the depths is not hard, or even, like, intricate. No. You're not gonna give me anything fucking useful. Do I know that for a fact? No, of course not. I haven't done it before. Am I pretty sure of it, though? Yeah. Most things you do in this game are kind of fucking useless, so I think I'll pass. How long's the stream? 2:30? I could do the regional, or well, no, because I only want to do the one on stream anyway. But since I have you people here, but I don't even know what else I want to do. I've kind of done everything that I found, like, by just exploring. And if there's anything that I find more boring than no direction, it's having no direction and saying, look for direction. Because, I know damn well I'm not about to walk around this world looking for things to find. Because that sentence in and of itself sounds utterly retarded to me. look for something to find. You're not looking for the thing itself. You're looking for a thing. You're looking for a thing to then look for. I do the mazes, because I haven't done those, but I also don't really want to do them, because they're long and involved, and I don't want to do it. I know that you get 2 spirit orbs from them, but you also do 3 mazes, so I feel like it's not quite equivalent in the way that it should be. I suppose that's kind of it then. Because, I can't think of anything to do that would be interesting. Which, I mean, kind of describes all Tears of the Kingdom, but... yeah, I can't think of anything to do that would be interesting, and I don't feel particularly inclined to do the story, to the rest of the story on screen, so, yeah, that's probably just gonna be it, I guess. I mean, this whole stream was just a test to see, well, half because me wanted to watch Zelda content, which I'm sorry that the entire stream was mostly just, story stuff, which you've already seen. And then half, you know, just testing to see if I could stream while I was sick, which I've done pretty good. I haven't really felt the need to cough all that much. I've stifled a few throat clears, but, I mean, if that's the worst of it, then I'll take it. So, yeah, I guess that's it then. Unless I play a different game, that's always an option. Real quick, let me survey the Steam library. There's always XCOM. the evergreen content. But the game also crashes a lot, because I have a lot of bots installed. So maybe not. Guess Yuzu take the most time to open up. I'll wait. Yeah, no. Sounds like it's about it. Alright then. That's it from me. See you guys.